Good morning, students. This is your English teacher, Miss Sarah. Today, we're going to start a new story. The title of our new story is Max and Ruby, A Big Fish for Max. The genre of the story is an animal fantasy. What's an animal fantasy? An animal fantasy is a story with animals that act like people, which means the story has animals that can talk like people, like us, that can walk like us, and even play together like us. For example, some stories of animal fantasy are The Ugly Duckling and Winnie the Pooh. Now let's use this bubble diagram to answer the question of the week. What does a family do together? I'm going to give you 3 examples and I want you to continue the rest. We play together. Do you play with your family? We dance together. Do you dance with your family? I dance with my brother and sister every day. And finally, we read stories together. What kind of stories do you read with your family? Now, I want you to look at page 20 in your books. What can you see in the illustration? Very good. On page 20, we can see a rabbit holding a fish. Now look at page 21. What is the title of the story? Excellent. The title of the story is Max and Ruby, A Big Fish for Max. Now, before we start reading pages 22 and 23, we're going to read the hard words. Let's start with the first word. Please repeat the word after me. Wish. What's the meaning of wish? Excellent. The meaning of wish is to want something. For example, I wish I had a green car. Now let's read the second word. Eat. Please repeat after me. Eat. Now, since we all know the meaning of eat, let's read the following example together. I eat a yellow banana. Let's read the third word. Then. What's the meaning of then? Very good. The word then means next. For example, we can go to the park, then we can go to the zoo. Let's read this word. Catch. Since we all know the meaning of catch, let's put it in a sentence. They catch a big fish. Catch. Now let's read this word. Said. What's the meaning of said? Very good. The meaning of said is to say something. Let's repeat this word. Said. For example, my mom said that we can play outside. Now let's read this word. Grandma. Now I'm sure that you all know the meaning of grandma. So let's put it in a sentence. My grandma is old. Is your grandma old too? Now let's read the last word. Walk. Now the letter L in walk is silent. This means that we do not say the sound L. So let's repeat the word. Walk. Now let's put the word walk in a sentence. I walk with my dad. Now I want you to pause the video and read these 2 pages silently. Silently means with your eyes. Now let's take a look at page 22. What can you see in the illustration on page 22? Very good. On page 22, we can see Max and his grandma reading a book. Question number 2. What do you think the book is about? Very good. The book is about fish. Now question number 3. What did Max wish for? Excellent, boys and girls. Max wished for a fish to eat. Now let's look at page 23. Question number 1. What can you see in the illustration on page 23? Excellent! We can see Max's sister. Question number 2. Where are Grandma, Max, and Ruby going? That's correct. Grandma, Max, and Ruby are going to the park. Question number 3. Why are they going to the park? Excellent! They are going to the park to catch a big fish. And now, I want you to follow with your fingers as I read pages 22 and 23. Let's start. I wish I had a fish to eat, said Max. Then we will catch a big fish, said Grandma. We can walk to the park, said Ruby. And Max will catch a big fish. And now, as a homework, I want you to answer questions 1, 2, and 3 on the English copybook. Do not forget to write complete sentences and please submit your homework. Now let's read the questions. Question number 1. What is the title of the story? Question number 2. Who are the characters of the story? And question number 3. Look at pages 22 and 23. Where does the story take place?